come the Eagles out on the field to a standing ovation from their crowd here as OCS 9-0 on the season, ranked number 3 Bulldogs. We're just about ready for football. Here we go. Eric Howe kicks it. It's a low line drive, hits at the 35, bounds up, and it's taken by number 20, Tyrone Tucker. Tucker goes backwards to the 15. He's being chased by Edgar and driven to the turf at the 20-yard line where the Bulldogs take over 1st and 10. It's a full house backfield for the Crowville Bulldogs. No, it's number 5, the quarterback. He's Marvin Miller. Pitches the ball back to Franklin. Franklin over right tackle is hit and dropped. Eric Howe makes the first hit. Cliff Petty also in on it. He gets up to the 20-yard line. Back behind him is Darren Green. Gets the ball around the left side to the 20, and he's brought down. A great tackle by number 51, Brian Newton. Defense goes back to pass, sets up in the pocket. Over the middle, it is caught, and number 40 makes the catch right at the 30-yard line, and that is Reggie Carroll, the tight end. He's very close in behind the quarterback, Miller. Second man through Franklin. Fumble on the play, and there's a dive for the ball. It looks as if it is recovered by the Crowville Bulldogs. That ball was loose for quite a while on the turf there. Nobody's jumping up and down for the green and gold. Backfield now comes out in the pro set formation. Quick pitch to Franklin around the right side. Franklin gets good yardage and bowls his way past the 40-yard line and gets yet another first down for the Crowville Bulldogs. So they come out with 2 consecutive first downs. Maybe a little letdown. 40. Here's the straight dive play. First man through is Tucker. He squirts his way through for 3 tough yards. They're going to mark it at the 44. Gain of 4. Down and 6. Quick pitch around the right side. Franklin is hit and dropped by Brian Newton. Newton makes the stop at the 42-yard line. Loss of 1 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 8. Back to pass goes the quarterback. Miller sets up. Long pass over the middle. It's overthrown. Intercepted by Mike Graham at the 30. Graham returns it to the 35. Keeps his feet at the 40. The 45 and dives to the 47-yard line as Michael Graham picks up an interception on a badly overthrown pass of the arm of Marvin Miller in the 2 yards. It is 1st and 10. The ball at the 47. High formation behind senior quarterback Mike Graham. Looks over the defense and jumping off sides is Tyrone Tucker, the nose guard. He's the 160-pounder that his coach said. At the 48-yard line, Eagles moving left to right. 8:10 left to play first quarter, no score. Graham I formation behind him. Again, Tyrone Tucker jumps. Again, flags fly. It will give the Eagles their initial first down of the ball game, and they haven't run a play on offense yet. And the ball goes to the 42-yard line. What caused it here in the first quarter? No score. Crowville in their white, the OCS in their green. High formation again. Graham barks out signals. Gives the ball to Gordy over right side to the 40. Gordy to the 35, the 30, the 25. He tries to turn the corner. He does to the 20, the 15, the 10, and he's driven out of bounds at the 10-yard line. Down and 10. The ball just outside the 10-yard line. OCS owning the ball, threatening to score the first touchdown of the game. Graham again, I formation. Gordy left side. He's hit and dropped right at the line of scrimmage. And a good tackle on the play by Marvin Miller, number 5. And it's going to bring up to the right side goes Chad Howard. To the left is Gary Chow. 2nd down 9, split formation. Quick pitch, Gordy right side. Gordy with Blake Shelby in front of him. Gets a good block, and Gordy's driven out of bounds, but he scores the touchdown. He barely gets in. The try for extra point for Larkin Harris is no. That's right, 34 and 10. Yeah. Our thanks to the fine staff, George Grubbs and company at KMYQ. We appreciate all their fine work. And here is the kickoff now again by Eric Howe. Gets a booming kick, end over end, taken by Tucker right at the 20-yard line. Comes straight up the field to the 25, touches the right side. He's hit and finally keeps going, and he pulls his way to the 33-yard line. Good run by Tyrone Tucker, number 20, the 160-pound nose guard and running back. And Crowville takes over for their second behind him. Now they split out of it. Going to the right side is Steve Franklin, number 15. High formation now behind the quarterback Miller, who gives the ball to his first man through the fullback right up the middle of the field. Tracks the 35 up to the 37-yard line. The ball carrier is Jeff Reddick, number 3, in the backfield in a little weird formation there. But it's a full house backfield. Here's the handoff going to Franklin. Franklin hit by Gregory, and he keeps going. And he's bulling over about 3 Eagles and gets all the way out to the 49-yard line. And he goes from the 37 to the 49, a gain of 12 on this in their last 4 district games. It is a split backfield. Here's the quick pitch, Franklin right side. Shepard gives chase, can't get him, and finally he's run out of bounds, and Eric Howell drives him out across the way at the 48. He loses a yard on the play. It's 2nd down. They only got 16 Here's the quick handoff to Franklin, and he stood up on his ears by Cliff Petty, number 63. Petty comes their 10th win of the regular season. It is back to pass goes the quarterback. He fires it over the middle. It's dropped, incomplete. Craig Gregory there for the stick on number 41, Ponder, John Ponder, who's called Mike Graham. It's a good snap from center, chest high, left-footed kick is not very good. It's an end-over-end kick. It's at the 45, gets a great bounce. It's going to go out of bounds at the 29-yard line. 1 touchdowns on this season. Graham with the I formation behind him goes straight back to pass, looks for Gary Towns, fires it way out there. Towns drops the ball. He had to go back the other way for it, and it's incomplete. Seems Eagles happen to be in a district that drew the bye for this first round of the playoffs. OCS has it, 2nd down and 10. Graham goes back to pass. He's being rushed out of the pocket. He gets rid of one man, fires it to the left sideline, incomplete. Off the shoulder pads of Chad Howard. Hit it between the number drive, and now the second 2 plays have been passes both incomplete. 1 to Chowns and then 1 to Howard. He tries it again, though. It's a draw play. Gordy has a hole. 45-50, and he cuts upfield, and there he goes to the 50. The 45, he cuts one way. The 40, the 35, the 30, the 25, the 20, and it's a shoestring tackle by Steve Hamilton at the 20-yard line. A great run by Petty. Nearing the 100-yard mark. It is 1st and 10. The ball at the Crowville 20-yard line. Graham, quick pitch. Gordy left side. Has Garlington in front of him. Cuts upfield and finally hit and dropped by number 71. That is Ronnie McVeigh, and he makes the tackle, but they mark it. David Gordy averaging over 20 yards of pop so far tonight. Graham, short drop, fires a pass. It is incomplete. Chad Howard reached back for it, almost made the catch, but it falls incomplete. Or he can easily punch it across if they keep it on the ground, perhaps. At least to get the first down. Graham with the split backfield behind him. There's Gordy left side, lowers his head, but he's stuck at the line of scrimmage. Good defensive play, but he gets inside the 10-yard line. And another to go. Quick pitch, Gordy left side. Gordy has Blake Shelby in front of him. Turns it upfield to 10 to 5, and he waltzes into the end zone for his 22nd touchdown of the year, his 2nd touchdown of the game, first extra point of the season. A good snap from center. The kick is up, and it is good. And Larkin Harris jumping up and down. And I know some people listening are really thrilled. The kick is taken by Hamilton at the 5-yard line, and finally Ron Wade brings him down along with a lot of other Eagles at the 20-yard line, 1st down and 10. Boy, Eric Howe boomed that kickoff that time. It is 1st down and 10. Here's the handoff, first man through. He's stacked up right past the 20-yard line to the 22, and the man who gets up and gives a tackle is only 14 years old, and they have a very inexperienced team. But they're hanging in there. Here's the pitch back to Hamilton around the right side. He's stuck behind the line of scrimmage. Shannon Howell makes the stop on number 15, Steve Franklin. He's their senior. OCS jumps off sides as the quarterback, Marvin Miller. He is not the baseball negotiator. He is a quarterback. Yard full house backfield. Straight T behind the quarterback, Miller. Hands the ball off to Reddick, and there he goes to the 35, the 40, the 45, the 50, the 45-yard line, and Danny Edgar pulls him down all the way to the OCS 42-yard line. So that play goes from the 30. Jeff Reddick, their second leading ball carrier, breaks a big one, 28 yards. Hand off to Tucker. Tucker is stacked up at the line of scrimmage. Craig Gregory gets up along, but he was stacked up that time after a gain of 2. Full house backfield again. Behind the quarterback, Miller. Handoff, first man through is number 32, Reddick. He gains absolutely nothing as getting up last off the stack for the Eagles. Hard to tell from this angle. Tough defense, but now it's 3rd down and 8. The ball at the Eagle 40-yard line. Back to pass Miller. Here comes the rush. Miller rolls to the right at the middle screen that falls incomplete. Intended for Reggie Carroll, number 40. You could have a fake punt here because usually their punter's number 15, Steve Franklin. Let's see what they do. No, it is a punt by Darren Green. The right footer gets it to Edgar. Fair catch is called at the 27-yard line. There's a yellow flag on the field. The fifth of the first quarter. Eagles leading it 13-0. Graham with the pro set formation behind him. Goes back to pass. Fires a long pass to Gary Towns. Now it's Chad Howard. Howard has the ball at the 30-yard line, and he gets the first 17 seconds left first quarter. Mike Graham with the split backfield behind him as he goes back to pass. And now now he fires it down and out to Chowns. Chowns has the ball at the 40, and he's tackled at the 43-yard line. On the far side, on the near side by Darren Green, number 11, another gain of 13. Was that 11 yards? First and 10, another first down for the Eagles. The ball at the 46-yard line, Crowville territory. Graham goes back to pass, play action, fires it over the middle to Manley. It's incomplete and intercepted by Miller. And Miller comes up with the 4th interception of the season against Mike Graham, but it wasn't Graham's fault. Went off the hands of Manley. First and 10 for Crowville at the 27-yard line. They're moving left to right now in their first possession of the second quarter. Here's the handoff to Franklin. Franklin over right tackle, gets 2 tough yards. Out to the 29 now, hanging in there. Their heads are high. They're really trying to stay with OCS. They've had a real tough year. Here's the handoff, second man through, and there he goes. Tyrone Tucker goes all the way past the 45 to the 47-yard line. A great run of 18 yards from the 29 to the 47. Well, Tucker gives the Bulldogs their 5th first down of this ball game. They have yet to score, however. Here's the handoff to Reddick, I believe, number 32. He is stuck behind the line of scrimmage at the 48-yard line. And he gains absolutely nothing on the play. It is now second and 10. Quick pitch to Darren Green around the right side. Ron Wade drives him out of bounds at the 46-yard line. Great play by cornerback Ron. Other cornerback, Ron Wade here on the left side. Third down, 12 yards to go. Miller has the ball, hands off to Tucker, who is hit immediately. Fumbles the football. There's a pileup, but the Crowville Bulldogs recover the ball, and I believe third punt, and Darren Green's in for his second punt. He kicked the first one 25 yards. Crowville calls a timeout. We'll take 1-2 with our score 13-0 Eagles. We'll be back in just a minute. Very deep, really, back at his 27-yard line. And here's a good snap from center. No, it's high, and he drops the ball. Darren Green comes. No rush, though, and now he punts the ball. It's a very short punt. It's going to hit at the 45. It could have hit an Eagle, but it did not, and finally down at the 47-yard, at the 43-yard. Here's Gordy over right tackle. There goes Gordy, the 50, the 45, the 40, and there he goes. The 35, the 30, the 25, the 20. He jukes one tackler, and he goes to the 5, and he scores. Larkin Harris in to try the extra point. It's too low. There's a penalty marker down, though, on the field. As Larkin Harris kicked it too low, it's no good. He to try his second extra point of the night. Here's a good snap from center, and the kick is up, and it is true. And with 8:46 left on the season, no, you don't need to be technical to our audience. You don't need to be technical to our audience. Crowville takes over, first and 10 at their own 37. Miller back to pass, being rushed, fires it over the middle, it's caught, and finally the hit is made by number 44, Eric Howell. Number 40 makes the reception, Reggie Carroll, their tight end, and it's down to the 42-yard line. Crowville with 5 first downs in the first half. OCS has already 9. Here's the handoff to Reddick, number 32. He gets to the 45-yard line, has the numbers so far, and their new head coach, really a good guy, but Crowley hoping to rebuild this program. Back to pass. Miller goes one way, passes the other, is incomplete. Overthrown intended receiver effectively for Washington Christian. They haven't really needed it. Here is now the left footer. Franklin gets a booming kick. Line of scrimmage 45. Taken at the 25 by Gordy. Here he goes to the 30, the 35, the 40, the 45, the 50, the 45, the 40. Pushed out of bounds at the 38-yard line. And it's not so bad when you really think about it, because Gordy returns the ball past the original line of scrimmage. Back to pass, Graham fires the pass. Chowns has it at the 25, and he trips and he stumbles. They're going to mark it at the 26-yard line. As Chowns 15 on that play, Howard to the left. Chowns goes to the right, split backfield behind Graham. Goes back to pass, fires the pass to Chad Howard, a diving try, and the official says he caught it at the 15-yard line. So a good passing down, 2nd and 1. The ball at the 15-yard line. Eagles threatening to score their 4th touchdown of the game. Here's a simple dive play. Gordy right tackle, and Gordy goes, pulls his way, keeps going, and he carries the tackler inside the 5. They're going to mark it at the 1-yard line, so a 14-yard. 199 yards and only 10 carries for David Gordy. First and goal at the 1. Graham wants to throw a touchdown pass. Fires it complete to Chowns for the touchdown. The 4th touchdown of the game. Larkin Harrison to try the extra point. The kick is up, and it is good. So Larkin Harris is 3 of 4 tonight, and with 5:51 left in the... They got 16 players on this team. They've had 2 devastating injuries, 2 of their better ball players. And here's the first down play. Fumble on the play and a scramble for the ball. Ron Wade recovers the ball at the 34-yard line. And so, boy, when things start going bad, they just... Here's a pass by Graham. Now he's rushed out of the pocket to the 40. Now he sets up, fires it. Chowns comes back, makes the catch at the 20, and he's tackled at the 16-yard line. So the line of scrimmage was tonight's game with 730 yards receiving. He's added to that total, first and 10. Ball at the 15. Graham play action pass, rolls to the right, flips the pass out. Gordy incomplete, intended for Shannon Howell rather, and it's incomplete. 5:09 left, first half. 27-0 Eagles lead. Second down 10, straight dive play Shannon Howell. He gets his first carry of the ball game, and Shannon bowls his way to the 11-yard line. Gains 3 on the play. Has had a 28-yard run so far this season, his longest run from scrimmage. It is now 3rd and 7. Graham wants to pass, fires it over the middle. It didn't complete. Good defensive play by Darren Green. It's intercepted off the deflection of Darren Green, and the interception goes down. He is well thought of in the area. Here's the straight handoff to Tucker up the middle. Tucker doesn't get very much. Gets past the 10-yard line to the 12 play, and Ponder comes up with the interception. 2nd and 9. Miller goes straight back to pass in the pocket. Fires a long pass over the middle. It's incomplete, intended for Green, and defended on the play by Dennis Hill and Danny Edgar to the right side. Back to pass Miller. Fires it over the middle. It's intercepted by Danny Edgar. Edgar is tackled by Green at the 16-yard line. So Danny Edgar comes up. Well, Graham has the I formation behind him. First down and 10. Ball at the 16. Here's the handoff. Gordy gets hemmed up and dropped inside the 15 to the 14-yard line. To the right side, Chad Howard. Eagles lead 27-0 late in the first half. I formation behind the quarterback. Graham gives the ball to Gordy. Gordy right tackle gets loose. 15-5, and he's inside the 5-yard line. Touchdown for David Gordy. As David, I know. I'll give you back your money someday. Who made the stop, boy? Well, the Eagles do have some injury problems on the defensive line. Here's the misdirection play, and it goes to Reddick, and Reddick gets the first half. The score is 34-0. First man through Reddick dive play, no gain at all. Nothing. OCS leading. Back to pass. He fumbles the football. It's on the ground, and it's bouncing inside the 20, and it's picked up by the Eagles and recovered by Ron Wade at the 15-yard line. That's the 4th in the ball game. He'll probably play the first half only. Crowville does call a timeout. We'll take one also with the score 1:51 left to play in the first half. Chad Howard to the left side. Graham wants to pass. Goes back to pass. He wants Chowns. He throws it. Chowns has it at the 5. He comes upfield, jukes one tackler, runs crossways, gets to the 3-yard line, the 2, the 1. He scores the touchdown as Gary Chowns scores his second touchdown. Larkin Harrison to try the extra point. He is now 4-5. The kick is up, and it is good. The Eagles have found a place kicker tonight, and with a timeout on the field to score. How? Are you really, Max? Ooh, who got him? Thank you. Jeff Reddick gets the carry over left tackle, gets up past the 40 to the 45-yard line. Hand off to Reddick, right tackle. He gets past the 49 to the 50-yard line. They're going to mark it back at the year. First down and 10 for the Bulldogs. Marvin Miller hands the ball off Tucker. There he goes, 45-40, and he squirts through to the 35 to 30, and he's finally tackled from behind at the 30-yard line as number 79 makes the stop for Washita Christian, David Lambar. Well, Reddick carries defensive play, gain of 4, second down and 6. Miller back to pass. Downhour gives him the rush. So does Barker. Long pass. Incomplete, intended for Darren Green, number 11. And the Eagles now force the game. OCS been penalized only one time. Crowville 2. Error-free game really as far as penalties. Over the middle, it's incomplete. Intended for John Ponder, number 41. The pass was thrown behind. I think only 4 seconds left to play in the first half. It is fourth down and probably the last play of the half. Back to pass goes Miller. He's getting rushed. Now he runs out of the pocket, sets up, fires it over the middle. Wide open Ponder at the 25, but Ponder is tackled for the final play of the first half of Miller with the split backfield behind him. Eagles almost jump offside. Here's the play to Reddick. Reddick goes over right tackle, gets to the 15-yard line. Full house backfield behind the quarterback. Reddick, the second man through, gets to the 5, the 4, the 3. He scores. Jeff Reddick, number 32, scores, follows his block into the end zone for the 2 extra points. And with 10:17 left, he touches out to the right side. John Brazil, and the 2 running backs are Brian Jacobs and another Eagle that we can't make out at the moment. Here's the handoff, the fake to Jacobs. Bowery keeps it upfield, cuts upfield to the 35, and gets all the way almost to the 35. They're going to mark it back at the 33-yard line. It's Chris Bowery, quarterback. Chris Bowery, it's Brian Jacobs, and it's Jason Bradley. Here is the counter to Bradley. Bradley gets good yardage over the 35 to the 38-yard line. And a good play by Jason Bradley. Formation, same men split to the right and left. Joey Nichols is split to the near side, the right side. Bowery wants to pass, fires it to Nichols. It is incomplete. Nichols came up and tried to make the catch. Defended on the play by Darren. Play the game of football at Ouachita Christian. Split backfield behind him is Brian Jacobs and Jason Bradley. Here's the straight dive play. No, Bowery keeps the ball over left tackle. And around the left end, it gets past the 45. They're going to mark it at the 47-yard line. Right side. And Bowery motions him out further to the right. I formation is Bradley and Jacobs behind the quarterback. Back to pass. Bowery fires it to Giuschini, and he makes a diving catch. A great catch by Chris Giuschini, the junior, and it's now shy of the ball game. And a new punter is in for Ouachita Christian. Back deep is Ponder. Here's a good snap from center. And a good punt by Paul Cruz, number 59. It's taken by Ponder at the 20, the 25, the 30, the 35, and all the way out to the 40-yard line goes number 41, John Ponder. A yellow flag's on the field. And in fact, 2 flags are on the field over there. Crowville takes over at their own 43-yard line, 1st and 10. With 7:40 left to play in the 3rd quarter, OCS leading 41-8. Handoff Tucker. Tucker is tackled right at the line of scrimmage. A good shoestring tackle on that particular play by Matt Downhour, number 98, in the 3rd quarter. Full house backfield, power I formation. Here's the straight handoff, fumble on the play, and it's a dive on the play, and it is recovered by Crowville. And it will bring up 3rd down, actually gained a yard on the play. 3rd and a short 5 yards to go for the Crowville Bulldogs. It is slot man to the left side, Jeff Reddick. Back to pass goes Miller. Miller wants Reddick and has him at the 45. And a good shoestring tackle that time by Chris Giuschini, number 37. He gets inside the 45. And he has that full house backfield behind him again. Hands the ball off to Reddick, right tackle. Reddick gets past the 40 to the 38-yard line. He gains on the play 6 yards. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 4. 2nd down and 5 for the Crowville Bulldogs back at Eagle Stadium. They're moving right to left. Handoff Tucker. Tucker is hit and dropped by number 75, Chuck Sides. Makes the stop on Tyrone Tucker, who has had a good night running the ball, really. He gets all the way. Final. And here goes another runner. Tyrone Tucker goes, that's Reddick, goes all the way inside the 30. Reddick over right tackle. A great tackle that time by Matt Downhour, number 98, as Matthew Downhour really is a good-sized athlete, having a good night. Back to pass goes Miller, deep in the pocket, fires a pass out in the flat intended for Darren Green, incomplete. At the Eagle 27-yard line, Crowville moving right to left, 3:56 left to play 3rd quarter. He goes way back to pass, now fires it up for grabs. It is incomplete. Number 40, the intended receiver, Reggie Carroll, and a yellow flag on the field. They're going to call interference against OCS. 3rd quarter. They own the ball 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line in Eagle territory. Miller hands the ball off to Reddick, who goes one way, cuts back the other, gets inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. Gain of 8 on the play by Reddick. Formation. Here's a handoff Reddick, and Reddick is drugged down. Flag on the play. Man who makes the tackle is John Hay, who jumped, is number 81 for Crowville. That's John Wallace, number 81, and he did jump that time. Well, they called penalties on both squads, and Reddick waltzes into the end zone for the touchdown over right tackle. So Jeff Reddick scores his second touchdown of the night for Crowville, and the score goes out. It is now going for the 2 is Marvin Miller, the quarterback, and he hands the ball off to Reddick. Same dive play this time. He does not make it with 2:41 left in the third quarter. The score OCS 41 and Crowville 4. Tell your why. I know it's not. Hey, he did a good job that time covering up. That's Joey Nichols. Joey Nichols. First and 10, 2:36 left in the third quarter. Glad you're with us on KMYQ AM and FM. Bastrop and Monroe. Chris Bowery, the quarterback, spins, hands the ball off to Brian Jacobs, number 32, is hit and stuck at the line of scrimmage by Brian Jacobs behind the quarterback, Chris Bowery. Bowery goes straight back to pass. He's being rushed out of the pocket, and Chris gets away from one man, but he's finally smothered under at the 25-yard line. The first quarterback sack of the night, and the one who made that quarterback sack is number 40 yards so far this year. He did run a 60-yarder last week against Sterlington. Here is now third down, 20 to go. Bowery back to pass, steps up in the pocket, gets rid of one man, fires it going the other way. It's incomplete, intended for number 24 for the Eagles. That is Joy Nichols. They got to get all the way to their own 47-yard line. Line of scrimmage at 27, and the punt is end over end. It's taken on the run. It's a fumble on the play, and the Eagles have recovered the football at the 41-yard line. As the young man, Reddick, comes up to try to make a running catch, and that's something you really need to stadium. That could be a tough game. Here's a down and out to Chris Gischini, incomplete, overthrown. Second down and 10. Second down and 10. Bowery has yet to complete a pass, and jumping off sides is Todd Peoples, as Gischini comes to the near side. Eagles moving left to right. 1 minute left in the third quarter. Here's a straight dive play. First man through is Bradley. Bradley covers up the ball. It is third down, less than 2 yards to go. Ball at the 49-yard line in Eagle territory. Chris Bowery barks out signals. Dive play again. Bradley is hit and stuck behind the line of scrimmage. Man who makes the stop. It's just a bad joke. Yeah, it is. And the man in the punt is Paul Cruz, and now the referee. Did he get it? To the left, Chris Gischini split part of the right side. High formation behind the quarterback, Chris Bowery, a sophomore, goes back to pass, fires it over to Nichols, who's in and out of his hands, incomplete. Joey had the ball at the 40, but dropped it, and it's second in formation behind sophomore quarterback, Chris Bowery. Bowery goes back to pass, wants the same play. Nichols makes the catch this time at the 42, and he dives to the 40-yard line. And you see the classic case of the veteran quarterback giving signals to the sophomore. Here goes Bradley around the right side. He gets a good first down, the 35, the 34-yard line as he slung down the turf. It is first down and 10. The ball at the 34-yard line. Chris Bowery, the quarterback, goes back to pass. Fires a long pass to number 24, incomplete, intended for Joey Nichols. Second down. Second down and 10 for OCS. Chris Bowery, I formation, goes back. Yellow flag on the play. High pass incomplete, intended for Chris Gischini. And the Eagles third down and 10. Chris Bowery, the quarterback, goes back to pass. It's a counter play, and shooting through the hole is number 32, Brian. In the ball game, OCS leading 41-14. Quick pitch, right side. Goes Bradley, cuts upfield, battles his way inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. He does all Christian along with Robert Day. Back to pass goes the quarterback. The pass is incomplete, intended for Jeff Reddick. Over the middle at the 40-yard line, goes incomplete. Second down and 10. The Dragons then, if they get a wild card, which they probably will go against Ringgold next week at Ringgold. It is now first down and 10. Here's Darren Green around the right side, and he is thrown to the turf by an Eagle down there on the field, number 20 at the 28-yard line. Eagles leading at 41-14. Here comes the blitz. Miller back to pass, and it is complete to Reddick. Reddick goes to the 40, and he's finally driven out of bounds at the 45-yard line. So he does pick up their own end of the field. Miller pitches the ball back to Reddick over right tackle, ready to get short yardage to the 47-yard line. So they have played a tough schedule and have won every game. Back to pass Miller, right side Green. Green has it and is stuck at the 42-yard line. Good tackle by Jason Trent, number 22. A good 8 minutes left to play in the game. Here's the handoff, Darren Green. Green is tackled from behind at the 40-yard line. Gain of 2 on the game. As Miller looks over the defense, goes straight back to pass, straight drop, has time, fires it left flat, way overthrown, incomplete. With 7:20 left, yellow flags fly on the field. Ball pushed back to the Eagle 45-yard line. Full house backfield. Here comes everybody. Here's the blitz, and Miller is being pursued. He passes out to Green. He makes a great catch. Green to the 45, the 40, and there he goes to the 35, the 30-yard line. And Darren Green inside the 30. They're going to mark it at the 28-yard line. Well, Marvin Miller, a good quarterback. Handoff goes to Tyrone Tucker. He cracks the right side of the line, gets inside the 25. Active roster. OCS has 46. And Crowville really hanging tough in there. Miller, it's a fumble on the play, and it looks like it's recovered by Washita Christian. The Eagles come up with the turnover. That's the 41-14. Glad you're with us on KMYQ. Chris Bowery, the quarterback, jumping off sides is Crowville. The handoff is to Mr. Bradley, who cracks to the 30-yard. Eagles moving right to left. I formation behind Bowery, goes back to pass, fires a long pass. It's caught by number 85 to the 50-yard line, but he drops the ball. No, he caught it all the way to the 49-yard line. Chris Bowery remains at quarterback for the Eagles. Barks out signals. Now he goes back. Handoff to the second man through. Cracks the 50 to the 48-yard line. That's out of the field. The I formation remains behind quarterback Chris Bowery. Short drop back. Bowery fires a pass. It's complete to Cischini at the 42, and he carries a tackler to the 41-yard line. Gets awfully close to the first down. Really great throws that time by Chris Bowery. He sends out Cischini to the right side. 1st and 10. Quick pitch right side. Bradley fumbles the ball, picks it up, and gets it to the 40-yard line. Gains a yard on the play. 2nd down and 9. 2nd down, 9 yards to go. Ball at the Crowville 40. Chris Bowery goes back to pass. He is thrown down by Tucker, number 20, who has some extracurricular activity. Tucker's a good ball player, and he tackles back. And he's red-headed. I think that makes a difference. It is now 3rd down and 14. Back to pass goes Bowery. Here comes the blitz, and Bowery is tackled, way behind the line of scrimmage, but the whistle had blown before he threw the ball. It's a good thing. It would have been intentional grounding, but the whistle blows. The ball's at the Eagle 41-yard line. Into punt. Paul Cruz gets a good snap from center, and Cruz gets a good punt away. It goes down, hits at the 35, bounds laterally, and it's going to bounce inside the 30, and it rolls to the 27-yard line as it's finally. And there's always a first time for everything, I know. And back to pass goes the quarterback, who hands the ball off to his second man through Tucker past the 30. It is 2nd down, 7 yards to go. Back to pass goes Miller, straight drop over the middle. The pass is caught by Steve Franklin past the 40. He gets a first down, and he goes out to the 41-yard line. Trent makes the stop again. Jason, for Crowville, 1:06 left, and the clock is running. Back to pass goes Marvin Miller. He runs to the right side. He's going to tuck it and run 45-50, and he's driven out of bounds by number 85. That's John Harriet.
OCS knows how it feels because they've been in the same situation. I remember one year we lined up with 17 people on our team, and now we have 46, so you know there's a lot of difference. But we came up with a big interception.
A big interception by Washita Christian, and look who comes up with the ball, Larkin Harris, number 16. And he was running.
A long time. He can tell his grandkids about the night against Crowville.
Yeah. Don't try pushing it up. There you go. First time you're going. 1st and 10 play after the big interception by Larkin.
Something you'll always have as a memory, something nobody can take away from him. He has a special night.
Well, he really does, and there's special places for players like that. Here's a fumble on the play, and Crowville has recovered the football, so they'll get one last chance to score. 41 seconds left to play in the game, and he's had a good game at quarterback. He's played all the way. And they do have the full house backfield. Back to pass goes Miller, fires a long pass, and is intercepted. Intercepted by Bowery to the 20. The 25, if he gets a block, he could go. The 30, a great defensive play by Darren Green, number 11, here on the far. Chris Bowery, the quarterback, barks out signals. split, backfield behind him. Tucker almost jumps. Here's a dive play going to Brian Jacobs, who cracks the 40 to the 41-yard line. And he gains 5 on back, hands the ball off. Now he keeps the ball, and he finally gives it to Brian Jacobs, who's tackled at the 40. 1 second, and there it is, over the Crowville Bulldogs. And for the first time in history, the Eagles finished the regular season at 10-0. They start the playoffs in 2 weeks. We'll be back to wrap it up from Eagle Stadium in just 1 minute.